When the Quran tells you they think every cry is against them, what that means idiomatically is that you see the world from your own egotistical perspective, so that you think everything is about you. You think everything is about you. It is not about the cause. It is not about the Prophet. It is not about Allah. It is not about Islam. It is not about. Yes, yes, you swear. Remember, they swear up and down that no, they are believers. They are, in fact, committed to the cause. But in reality, they see the entire world from the perspective of their ego and how their ego is being served. Am I being elevated or am I being ignored? Am I center place or am I marginalized? And because of that, they're prone to imagining conspiracies. They're prone to imagining, oh, this is all about ignoring me. This is all about hurting me. This is all about offending me. In one of the khutbahs I gave, I remember I said, and I don't remember which khutbah, but I said something like, get over yourself. And I was inspired is in this by Surah Al-Munafiqun, because in a nutshell, what if you cannot get over yourself, then the sad reality is you have a high dosage of nifaq. If you cannot get over yourself, if you remain trapped in your feelings of how the self has been injured, or how the self has not been served, or how the self is offended, or all the rather than a cause, then the dosage of nifaq is probably high. And that's the really scary thing about Surah Al-Munafiqun, is that it strips us naked before our own eyes, because all of us have nifaq. That description of khushub musannada, and especially in the modernized psyche, in the modern psyche, where we are raised often not thinking of causes, not thinking of principles, not thinking of ethics, but we are actually taught that the ethical principle is the ego. Take care of number one. I mean, it's sad because in many ways we are victims, but in many ways we are not victims. Because modernity, because it serves the capitalist system really well, modernity manufactures munafiqun in mass, like a mass assembly. And these are the types of people that serve us, because these are the types of people that will buy products. If you can ignore the world, ignore the suffering of everyone in the world, and worry about number one, your own egotistical self, what are you going to do? You're going to spend money. If you are going to worry about the world, you're not going to spend money. You're not going to care about, Versace and I don't know whatever else brands there are, because you are concerned about a cause. That Surah Al-Munafiqun, when it comes and says, and this is the part that have always, to me, Surah Al-Munafiqun has always been one of the scariest surah in the Quran. I mean, although it doesn't talk about, descriptions of hell but it's the way that it confronts you, makes you stand in a mirror, is that when it says Allah will not forgive them unless you confront your sin confess your sin before your God. I mean, we don't. The Prophet ﷺ is not with us, and so going to the Prophet and confessing your sin is not an option, right? So unless you confess your sin and come to terms with the way that your own nifaq, that nifaq is not going to be forgiven.